Come on, Denim, say the intro with me, mamas. Come here. Hi, everyone, and welcome back to the Love You Show. My name is Ashley, and this is my co-host, Andrew, where we teach you the fundamentals about self-love, self-care, self-acceptance, and the last one. Did I repeat myself?
You said all three.
Okay, perfect.
This is our first time, so I understand why you got it. You're a little confused. You're going to say, so what are we talking about today?
Okay, back to it.
So
Andrew, what are we talking about today?
We're going to, again, keeping with looking at what's going on in current affairs. I want to talk a little bit about Lizzo, and she talked this week about mental depression and mental illness.
Yeah.
And having somebody to talk to. And I wanted to get your thoughts on that because I know that you had a therapist and you have a life coach and you have friends that you can talk to. So I feel like in that arena, you've pretty much...
I've dealt with it.
You've dealt with it. And talk a little bit about the value that you find in talking to professionals and why that's important to you.
So when you mentioned that this was going to be one of our topics, or I think we were just having a conversation yesterday when we were driving up to LA, and you asked me if I heard about Lizzo, and I said yes, I did. I had seen the video about her speaking about how much she gives herself, and sometimes she feels empty, sometimes she feels like she can't talk to people or she has no one to talk to. And I really can understand and resonate with what she's feeling like, especially her being this icon, this celebrity, this someone that we look at and we're expecting for them to be on all the time, 24/7. I mean, their mind is consumed of so many things and so many projects that they're doing that sometimes they forget to talk to somebody who's not living with them every day, someone who they can hear their thoughts out loud, or something that may be bothering them that they may think that's not big, but they're actually internalizing it. So watching this video with Lizzo and seeing her sad and then seeing her come back a couple of days later to talk about what she was really going through and what she has been going through, and how she does have a therapist and she talks to that therapist, and that therapist explains to her why she feels the way she feels and what to do to get yourself back to feeling more like you. And I have been going to therapy for years. I have been speaking to somebody. I think going to therapy is a great thing. It's a great way for your mental health. And when I started on this journey of wanting to really take care of my health, I knew that I wanted to talk to someone who had experience with people with addictions. And I had an addiction to food. And I wanted to talk to somebody who really could understand and figure out where I was coming from with all of this, and help me understand it and work through it. And I guess what I'm trying to say is that it's okay to have a therapist. It's okay to have professional help. I know we have friends and family that are there to help us and support us in any ways, but I think that having someone else's feedback that's not in your life every day, who's not going to have a certain type of theory about thinking, that's really going to think about things logically and what you're going through and what's really real and what's not real. I know I'm rambling.
No, but I'm loving it because you're saying things and I'm thinking, your doctor was a specialist in women.
Yes.
And understanding how women think.
Yeah, especially with going through the PTSD, yeah. And she was more of like a brain doctor and learning how the mind works.
And you couldn't get that from me.
No.
The whole female aspect of how men are and how your body is and how your body's going to change. So that, first of all, that came to me. The second thing is, I think that the challenge with people is they don't have a friend that they can talk to that's not going to tell them what to do. So I think the part of what we need in our life is somebody that we can talk to, knowing that they're not going to give us, this is what I should do, or this is my opinion, or this is what you did wrong. All we really want is to vent
Yes.
and to let people know how we're feeling and where we're
Yes.
coming from. And then if I ask you, can you help me? That's different than you sitting there thinking about how you're going to respond to what I'm going through right now.
Yeah.
I also was thinking, Ashley, that what a great venue this OnlyFans is going to be, because then you can have conversations with people that are more intimate than what you do just by making a post.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people admire you for what you've gone through, where you were at, and where you're at now. And I think that you're going to be a good conduit for people that need somebody just to talk to.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm excited about that aspect of us doing OnlyFans. I was also thinking yesterday when we were traveling home about theories
Yes.
and how some people, their entire being is consumed with these theories they make up.
Hold on. What's a theory, Andrew?
A theory is something that people believe to be true that's probably not. And they live their lives with all these theories. So one of the challenges of needing somebody to talk to is if you can't approach somebody because you know they have so many theories, then who are you left with?
Yeah. But where do these theories come from? Are they...
They come from your experiences, your family, your culture, your religion, your sexuality, what you've been taught, what you haven't been taught.
So we live our lives based off of these theories that we've either gone through or been taught to go by.
Yeah. And some people have more theories than others. Like you asked me yesterday how many theories would be good. So what do I think? How many illogical theories should we be holding?
None.
None. But a lot of people hold a lot of them.
Yeah.
And then
they're constantly saying it or being reminded every day. It's
those
a terrible
theories will make
world
you
to
depressed.
live. Yeah. I mean, I can think of one theory right now that's driving me crazy, and I'm trying to practice that, is all the dirty clothes in my room, and the theory of because there's dirty clothes on the floor of my room, that makes me a dirty person. And I know we've gone through this theory, and it doesn't make me a bad person. It's just the way I live.
Yeah, it makes your clothes bad.
That's not where I was trying to go with, Andrew.
Your clothes are bad clothes. So yeah, this whole Lizzo, and I think when people hold people up on a pedestal, they're disappointed that somebody is actually telling the truth about depression. And I think we really need to come clean about or honest about depression.
Yeah.
And you've been through it. I mean, I can't even explain to people where you were 3 years ago with your depression. But you couldn't even come upstairs some days.
I couldn't come upstairs. I think just talking about it, people had no idea the amount of pain and depression I was going through at that time, and still trying to put a smile on my face, still trying to make people believe that I'm this person who I didn't believe I was. And it was this weird theory and combination of life that I was living that I felt like it was really, really hard to live up to, that I was just doing it to myself. So to be able to get out of that depression, it feels really good. But it sucks to see other people struggling in that same situation and they're fighting it. Yeah.
So the lesson today, find somebody that if you can't afford professional therapy, there are some programs out there that can support you financially to find somebody.
Yes.
Find somebody that you can talk to that you know is not going to give their opinion and they can just hear you out.
Yeah.
And there's other ways that you can support yourself when it comes to your mental state.
I mean, I've been going to therapy ever since I was in college, and I didn't have the money for it, and I looked for financial help or just like things in your community with student therapists. They're always great to help you through the process, even if you're new at therapy. And I know that therapy can be a lot of work, but in the long run, it's just so rewarding to be able to work on yourself.
And to have somebody push you in the areas that you didn't think you needed pushed.
Yes.
Yeah. Any closing thoughts today?
Therapy is cool.
Yeah.
You should check it out. And that's finding someone to talk to is a great thing.
Yeah, having that support system of people that are just going to listen. So we'll see everybody next week.
Thank you for watching this Friday's Love You show. We can't wait to hear your comments below. Make sure to like and subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you next Friday. Bye.
Bye-bye.